demo session on the training JMeter Beginner to Master integrated with Dynatrace. So my name is Chinmay Kumar Jaina. So I'll be your trainer for this, course curriculum. So we have like 35 hours of training, wherein we will start from like performance testing basics, then a beginner as a JMeter testing professional, and then from the beginner we will move on to the advanced courses on JMeter, and then we will see how, means I'll explain the monitoring, the application monitoring from Dynatrace point of view, and then how we can integrate JMeter with Dynatrace, and then also like during the test executions with JMeter, how can we monitor the test results with Dynatrace. Along with that, we'll have the lab sessions every day from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. IST. Okay. So let me share my screen and please let me know once you are able to view it.
Chinmay, sorry to interrupt you. Just one question. You said the lab timing, right? What do you mean by lab timing?
Yeah. So right now from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. we will have the theory sessions. Okay. So I'll explain the concepts and the different concepts. I'll show you like how to do the things and all. But along with that, the hands-on is necessary, right? Because if we only have the sessions, it will not be very much beneficial if you do not practice them. Okay. So we will have the lab sessions as well, in which you will be able to practice. So for example, whatever we cover on day one, the very next day from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. IST, we will have the labs for that, wherein you will be able to do the practice along with you can ask your queries, we'll get it resolved. So in the session itself, queries they will get resolved, but along with that you do the hands-on during the lab sessions and get your queries verified, and that comes as a complementary with this training course. So we are not charging anything for the lab sessions.
Okay, this labs, yeah, but as usual in the training session you will explain with actually the things, right?
Yes. So in the training session I will explain with the demo. I will show you the demo, like how to do the things and all. However, you also need to practice, right? So for your benefit, for your practicing, have the lab sessions where you can practice them. Whatever we discuss in these sessions, whatever demo I show to you, those will be practiced in the lab sessions. Any queries?
Hello. Yeah, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Deepak, sir, from Jamshedpur.
Yeah. Please tell me.
Yeah, yeah. As now I am in a working profile, sir. Okay. In middle of the session, if I'm going to get in some of the queries, then how I'm going to make a ping to you, sir?
Yes. So yeah, let me explain that first. So
yeah, sir.
So first of all, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yeah, sir. I can visible it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's viewable. Yeah,
if you have any,
can you make
you have,
can you make it a little bit larger, sir?
Yeah, I'll make. So is it visible now?
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Now it is okay, sir.
So if you have any queries, okay, if you have any queries, please unmute yourself. Okay, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Also, you can ping in the chat window. Okay, you can ping in the chat about your question and I will respond that. Okay. So with this course, we mentioned we will learn. So yeah, so whenever if anyone else is not speaking, if you can mute yourself. So whenever you have to speak, please unmute so that we can avoid the background noise. We can have a very interactive session. Yeah. So this course, okay, this course will be like, let me go to the course content. So as I have already told about myself, like I have more than 12 years of experience on performance engineering, performance testing. I have experience on different tools like JMeter, NeoLoad, then LoadRunner, okay, and the application monitoring tools like Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Pofmon, Enmon. So during this training plan, okay, during this training, we will be focusing on different topics. So let me take you through the different topics. So the course curriculum will be like the performance testing and JMeter introduction, first of all. So I'll give, as I said, any beginner, okay, any beginner. So who doesn't have any prior knowledge on performance testing, they can also begin with this course. So nowadays you will find a lot of jobs with respect to performance testing, performance engineering. Okay, it is a hot cake now in the market. So if anyone wants to move out from functional testing or manual testing to performance testing, or from automation testing to performance testing, okay, so from any testing field, if you want to move into performance testing, this course will be really helpful. Okay, because in the market there are a lot of jobs on performance testing now. And from a tool point of view, okay, now a few years back, if you see, from everyone's mouth you would hear like LoadRunner, LoadRunner, LoadRunner. But now everyone is focusing on JMeter. The difference is LoadRunner was a commercial tool. Okay, it comes with a price. Now every customer, every client doesn't want to spend that money, right? They will, everyone is looking for cost cutting today. A JMeter is a powerful tool. The best part is it is open source. Okay, so anyone can use JMeter for their performance testing and deliver the projects. That is why the more focus is on JMeter tool nowadays for performance testing. So it becomes very essential to learn JMeter if you want to progress, if we want to succeed in the field of performance testing and engineering. Any queries till now?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me.
Yeah, there was a message from the Isha Institute that we have for lab practice. The timing slot is from 5 to 6, and
Yes.
can we have a more for that? Can we means a humble request? I can't force. Can we have that session in morning, sir, before 10 for
So
lab practice?
I'm really sorry, like it has been decided by the training institute. Okay.
Because yeah, it had been decided from the Tengi incident. Just I am making a humble request to you because I am from a working profile and from 10 to evening 7 o'clock we used to work. Okay, and after that in the end of the day from 9 to 10 I am attending your class. And so while waking up in the morning, the first thing which will going to come in my mind that to do the practice which I have got means got to learn in the last session. So it will be the best practice to learn early in the morning. So that's why I'm making a humble request. Can you make that change, sir?
Uh, yeah, I understand your concern. So I'll discuss with my colleagues at the institute, and I'll
Hmm.
come. Yeah.
Yeah, because that time is making it a little bit complicated, sir. From 5 to 6, it's a little bit difficult, sir.
Yeah, I
Because
understand. Let
yeah,
me.
many of the team member who has joined this class means they are in working profile also and they are fresher also, and the one who was fresher they don't have an issue, but the one who is in the working profile, how they will going to manage the time from 5 to 6 for the lab hour.
Yes, I understand. I understand your concern. I will discuss
Yes,
with
sir.
my training, colleagues, and I will come back on that. Yeah. So
Okay,
others
sir.
also confirm on the chat like which timing will be suitable for them for the live sessions. So I will definitely come back on that. Yeah. So any other queries, or shall I proceed?
Yeah, you can proceed, sir, further. That was the 2 point from my side, sir.
Thank you.
Surya here. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinmay, in the normal session itself, we are going to demonstrate through like actually practical, right?
Yes.
With
Yes.
your screen.
Definitely. Yes. On my
But
screen,
yeah.
you will see all the demos like from JMeter, how
Mm.
to how to install Java, how to set up the. I'll go through this course curriculum. Okay, I'll explain like
Mm.
how we are planning to do the sessions. Yeah, I'll come to
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Other queries? So coming to the course curriculum. Now, as I said, we are targeting the beginners also. So so the first one is like performance testing introduction. Okay, so I'll cover like what is performance testing. Okay, and then why performance testing is required, what are the different types of performance testing. Okay, and then the life cycle. So as we all know, like software development has a life cycle, similarly software testing also has a life cycle, right? So again, in testing we have different types of testing: functional testing, automation testing, performance testing, right? Operational acceptance testing, browser compatibility testing, accessibility testing. So testing is everywhere. A software product cannot be launched into the market if it is not tested, if the quality engineering has not been done. Now earlier, the term which was used is quality assurance. We are providing the assurance, but now it is quality engineering. Okay. In the market, it is quality engineering. So we have to focus on engineering. Now, similarly, for performance testing, we have a life cycle. So we'll cover what are the different phases of performance testing life cycle. Then what all different activities will be carried out on those different phases. So if you do not know what are the different phases, what all activities are carried out, then you will not be able to deliver in a project. So that is why I am telling you, like a functional tester also can attend this session, understand performance testing, and right away, if he attends these sessions regularly and practices whatever has been, discussed or taught, definitely you will feel the difference and you will be able to go and join a performance testing project and deliver performance testing deliverables. Okay, what is the entry criteria, what is the exit criteria for performance testing? Then we have different phases, right, in performance testing. So what are the common challenges which you will face in each of the phase? Okay, so that also I will discuss. So once we have covered this performance testing basics, we will jump to the JMeter tool. Okay, so what is the history of JMeter? Like, what are the different protocols, okay, supported by JMeter? So protocol is nothing but the communication methodology between the client and server. Okay, when we have an architecture, so normally from an application architecture point of view, we have a client, we have a server. The request goes from the client to the server, the response comes back from the server to the client. Now, the method of communication is nothing but the protocol, right? So, what are protocols JMeter supports? What are the different features of JMeter? Okay. Then, what are the prerequisites for JMeter installation? Okay. So, JMeter is a tool which is based on Java. Okay, so how to install Java in your system, how to verify whether Java is installed or not, then how to set up, the Java environment variable, or the system variables, or basically the home path setup for JMeter. Okay, then we will cover like JMeter download. Okay, so how to download JMeter, which version to download. Okay, then how to install JMeter. Once you installed JMeter, how to launch JMeter on Windows, okay, operating system. And as I was mentioning, like what are the different protocols supported. So the majority of the applications which we will be testing in performance testing will be the web applications. Okay, and for web applications, the protocol is normally web HTTP HTML. Okay, so details of the HTTPS protocol we'll discuss, like what is a request, what is a response, what is a header, how does the request go to the server, how the response comes back, what is the importance of headers, if there is any miss in the headers, how does it impact, my request, will I get a proper response if there is an issue in the header, what are the different type of request methods like get, post, put, delete. Then what are the different status codes, okay, in the response. We have different status codes in the response. So what are the different status codes? Then we will cover the JMeter scripting. Okay, scripting means test script development. Okay, so like automation testers develop the automation scripts, performance testers will develop the performance test scripts. Using those performance test scripts, we will execute the test. Okay, now in JMeter scripting, we will cover like the 12 major elements or components in JMeter, what is their significance, okay, how to use those components, okay, then proxy server and JMeter setup to record the test scripts. So if I install JMeter, I cannot straight away go and record, right? I have to make some configuration changes so that I can record the events between client and server, and I can develop my test script. So what are the steps to do that? Okay, then recording from different browsers with demo. Okay, so recording from different browsers with demo. Okay, so I will show you like with different browsers how can we develop the test scripts. Then how do we, so whenever any request goes to the server, then you will see there would be some irrelevant requests also. Okay, along with that you will see some irrelevant requests also going to the server and the embedded resources. So how do we filter out those? Okay, then how do we install JMeter certificate on different browsers? Then the test script recording. Okay, how to regenerate the JMeter certificate. Then we have the HTTPS test script recorder element. So this element is basically used to record the tests. So how do we use the HTTPS test script recorder element? What are its attributes? What is its significance? So guys, today is our demo session. So I'm giving you the overview of the different topics which we are going to cover, and also I will be covering the performance testing basics today. Okay, and as we move forward in the different sessions, we will discuss in details about the different topics, different components. Okay, so what are the attributes for the test script recorder element? What is its significance? Then what are the best practices which we should follow, for recording a test script using this component? So the JMeter recording best practices. Then inside the JMeter directory, what are the different files, different folders? I'll give you a walkthrough of that. And I'm requesting others to please go on mute if you're not speaking, so that we can avoid the background noise. So you will have a mic symbol, you just mute yourself, yeah? And whenever you have any questions, Please unmute and ask the queries. Thank you. Then we have the JMeter plugin manager. Okay, how to install that plugin, how to uninstall that plugin. Then an application can have so many scenarios, right? So which all scenarios should be in scope of performance testing? You need to know that. How to determine which all scenarios will be in scope of performance testing, right? So how to identify the scenarios for performance testing, then the necessary documentation required for performance testing of a web application, then how to record an end-to-end scenario. Okay, so whatever scenarios are given to you for performance testing, how can we do the recording from end to end? Okay, and then once you do the recording, how my test script will be generated. Once I do the recording of the script, how my test script will be generated in JMeter. So once that test script is generated, whether it is ready to be used or we have to make any enhancements in that. So there are concepts like correlation, parameterization. Okay, so those enhancements I will explain. And then what are the JMeter best practices for scripting and enhancement, then the correlation concepts and the parameterization concepts, the detailed understanding. Okay, why are they required? Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any queries till now?
Hello.
Please.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah,
At the
I
end
have
of
one
the
doubt.
session,
Yeah, one person at a time, please. Yeah, we'll cover.
So for this, we require like what to extent Java is required, like core Java concept is required for this JMeter,
A very good
or we
question.
need to.
A very good question. JMeter is a tool based on Java. Okay, it has a UI, but it doesn't mean that you need, Java knowledge. Okay, so it is based on Java. Based on based on Java, the tool has been developed for your use, and it has a GUI already in place. So you don't need to know Java completely. Okay, however, for some customization we would need one or two liner codes sometimes, but that you can Google and you can find it out. Okay, so to be precise to your question, I know like many of you might be afraid, like, no, do I need to learn Java for this? The answer is no. It is good to have the understanding, but yes, as I told, Java knowledge is not required. Basics, yes, they will be helpful, but without Java also, you will be able to do the script development for most of the applications and deliver the performance testing projects.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Next question, please.
yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. At the end of this session, in how many projects we will going to get a chance to work on it?
Okay. So first of all, please don't call me sir. You can directly call me Chinmay. Okay. And next thing
No,
is
sir.
like,
For
yeah. And then the next thing is
yeah, yeah.
like, yeah. So are you already working or are you fresher?
No, I'm working, sir.
So currently you are working on which domain, if you don't mind?
QA automation.
Okay, so you are working on QA automation, right? So
Right, sir.
directly take performance testing projects also. Okay, so
Yeah, sir.
you can join any performance testing project. Okay, because from this session you will completely know the different stages, what are there in performance testing. Okay, what are the different testing types, how do I identify, okay, and all your queries will be answered. So our motto is that you should get the best out of these sessions. Okay,
Right,
and you,
right, sir.
so I can say you that if you religiously follow the sessions and if you do the hands-on, you can directly go join a performance testing project and deliver.
Okay, sir.
And these sessions will be recorded. Okay, these sessions will be recorded and you all will have lifetime access to these sessions. Okay, this is very important.
Oh,
You all will have lifetime access to all the session recordings.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Next question, please.
Hello, Maheshwar here. Are you going to teach on only like web applications or wizard of web applications or API testing too?
Yes, I will cover web services also. Okay.
Okay.
I'll cover web services also, wherein you can do the performance testing of APIs also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinmay, I have a question. Sorry, I'm asking this question again about the training which you are saying, right? Which started at 5:30 to 6:30, you said. So is there is
Five to
any,
six.
yeah, is there any specific format for that? I mean, why I'm asking is because I'm in USA, right? So that will
Yeah.
be a early hour for me. So that I will not be able to attend that. But do you provide something like session or something like this was done today, something like that?
Yeah. Yes, yes. See, that is a hands-on session. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The theory will be covered in this time only from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
All these concepts, whatever I'm showing over, all these lectures, that
Mhm.
will be covered in this session. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I will also show the demo for all these concepts. Okay. Because if I don't show the demo, you will not understand anything, right? I will
Mm-hmm.
show for all these sessions, and
Okay.
that these lab sessions is for your practice. See, what happens normally is we take trainings, but we don't practice. We don't do the hands-on. Then that training is of no use, right? So look,
Mm-hmm.
we know the human instinct. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are serious, they will practice. People who are not serious, they will not practice. But we want to make you more beneficial. We want you to get the best out of it. So we are giving the lab sessions also free of cost.
So,
So in
okay.
that
So,
lab sessions, basically whatever is covered today, those
mhm.
things will be tested tomorrow.
Okay. So lab section is like, will you give any remote desktop type of thing where all the settings are there and then we will
No, so
do
no,
that
no.
thing?
So I will
Mhm.
show you all these things how to do, and
Okay.
on your machines you will practice them.
Ah,
Our
okay.
our instructor
Got
will be there to help you out if you have any queries.
Okay.
But
Got it. Thank you.
the objective is to create that type of environment where everyone is grossed up and they are practicing, so that we get we get a classroom kind of environment, so that everyone is practicing, everyone is asking their queries. So from one query, others can also understand, because it is possible that many people will have common queries, right? And if some query is not coming into your mind, but if you listen to some other query, then you will think that yes, that is also a good query which I didn't know the answer, so you get to know the answer there also. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other
Hi.
queries?
Yeah, hi Chinmay, this is Srinivas actually. So I have one doubt. So some concepts are there, right? Correlation, parameterization. So which application do you take to explain those concepts?
Yeah,
Is
we
the
will.
real-time application or some JMeter demo that some sample application?
Yeah, we have sample applications. Okay. And if you want, I can show the real applications also. But to understand the concept, okay, to understand the correlation concept, the parameterization concepts, you can do it to help of a sample application also. Because once you understand the concept, you can apply it to any application. Because when you go into performance testing projects, every time you will get to work with different applications, new applications, right? So if we know
Yeah.
the concepts, we can apply the concepts everywhere.
These are the actually basic topics, right? So advanced topics wise, what you will cover?
Yeah, so I have taken a pause here to take your questions. So I'll scroll down. I will cover all the lectures.
Yeah, Chinmay, actually the same question to me also. If we are actually if we get the things in any real-time application, then it will be helpful instead of demo, because even I had I already learned that, and after that break I'm coming back to performance testing. So At that time also I learned with the demo pet store app like that. So that is not helpful when I face that in real time. So only I'm asking.
Okay. Okay. So then in that case, I'll also take a real application. Okay. And I'll
Hmm.
show you. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Because
Yes.
session ID and all, it will be good in real time application.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. There are so many things which we can do, correlate. So we'll take
Hmm.
a real also. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that is the objective. We want to make these sessions interactive and
Hmm.
from, uh, taking the feedback from everyone. Okay, we will make the sessions beneficial for everyone. Okay, so based on that we will carry forward. Not an issue. Okay,
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Chinmay.
any other queries?
Yeah, I have one doubt again. So,
Yeah.
however, the Dynatrace, so Dynatrace wise, you people will show that real-time application or how?
Yes, so we will deploy one application. Okay,
Okay,
we'll develop the test script for that application. Okay, and we
okay,
will test and monitor through Dynatrace. So before that you need to know Dynatrace also, right? So I will
yeah,
cover the monitoring part from Dynatrace. Okay, what all things
okay,
to monitor, how to the navigation, and then the concepts of Dynatrace, then how do we monitor that, and then we will learn how to integrate that with JMeter so that Dynatrace will capture only the requests going in from JMeter during my test execution. Okay,
yeah,
and then we will see how to analyze the results from the execution.
okay.
Any other queries?
Yeah, Chinmay, I have one common question. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so in olden days, like the companies are using Linux systems, and then so for better performance, they went to Exadata missions, and now companies are most probably using AWS missions, right? So,
Yes, cloud.
do we really need this performance testing for AWS missions since they are on cloud, right? So, might be the hardware configuration is different than earlier systems, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes. So I would say, see, cloud is coming now, right? Many organizations are adapting to cloud. Okay, I'll
correct.
explain two aspects. First, many applications are already existing, okay, and they will migrate to cloud. Now, as an organization, you just think of that you have an application, okay, you have a live application and you want to migrate to cloud. Would you not like to verify the performance of your application when it is getting migrated to cloud? You will, right?
Yes.
Or you are
Yes.
going to simply believe the words of Amazon or Microsoft that AWS or Azure, they are going to, improve the performance. Would you not like to verify?
Yes. I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you this because most of the projects are getting migrated to cloud. That is true. But along with that, there is scope of performance testing because every application, whatever is getting migrated to cloud, they are being performance tested to get the assurance, okay, to get the confirmation that yes, my application is going to behave better. This is one aspect. Next, when my application will go to cloud or if my application is operating on cloud, it can be a case that my server side response will get better or there will be no issues on my server side response time. But what about the user experience? What about the client side response time? What about the browser rendering? That is related to software, right? If your code is not optimized, if your application code is not optimized, if there is scope for improvement in your application code, definitely you will issue with user experience or browser rendering, right? So in performance, we have both server side as well as client side. So my cloud will improve the hardware side only, right? Or is it going to fix the bug in your application also? Do you think that?
Oh, yeah.
No, right? So even if my application is there on the cloud, I have to verify the software, right? Because cloud will resolve my hardware issues. What about my software issues? Whether my application is meet the NFRs, whether if I have the so many applications are being developed on microservices now. What is the latency? Even if my application is on the cloud, whatever latency I am having, whatever response time I am having, whether that is meeting my requirements. So that will raise a lot of questions on my development, right? So performance testing is definitely required, even if the application is deployed on cloud. Any queries?
Thank you.
Any other queries? Okay. So then I will move on to the next sections, like we will have JMeter test execution. So how to do the test execution in non-GUI mode. Okay. What are the best practices? Then understanding the test summarizer, its attributes. Okay. How to stop a test in non-GUI mode. How to stop a running test in non-GUI mode. Okay. Then the test execution in GUI mode, HTML report generation. So this is all about execution. So JMeter has GUI mode, non-GUI mode. What is the advantage of GUI mode? What is the disadvantage of GUI mode? What is the advantage of non-GUI mode? Okay, so all these things we will look at. Then JMeter will generate an automatic report. Okay, how to understand that report? What are the key performance indicators which I will look into that report? Then how to analyze the JMeter HTML report? Okay, so which all
Hello.
areas look? Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, yeah, sir. Actually, I was existing on application, sir. To be two, 2.5 weeks before. It was the application of .NET, and in that I was facing a problem like view state, means view state,
View
view
state, yeah,
resolution,
view state, yes.
and season ID. So in that I got a confusion. So I just stepped back and I said that I can move forward. So are we covering all these points on this session, sir?
Yeah, so for view state and all, you need to do the correlation. So if you,
Yeah,
so in
yeah, sir.
application, in .NET application, we will get the view state, right? And you have to correlate
Yeah,
that. Those topics will be
yeah, yeah,
covered in the section. So if you correlate them, then you will be able to develop your test script. Your script will not fail.
yeah, sir. Are we covering all this training, sir?
Yes, yes, we'll cover that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And then like scope of the JMeter elements and variables. So what will be a local variable? What will be a global variable? What is their significance? Then how to use those variables in JMeter? Okay. Then we have the CSV dataset config element. Okay. So what about that we will discuss. Then how to set. So it is basically required for setting up test data. Okay. For CSV dataset. So how will we use that to set up the test data? Then the random CSV dataset config. Okay, then we discussed GUI mode, non-GUI mode, then the distributed load testing. So master slave configuration, how that can be done. If so, we will understand about distributed load testing concepts. So how to do the distributed testing in JMeter using LGs in GUI mode and non-GUI mode. Okay, so those all things we will discuss. Any queries till now? Okay, then what is a test plan in JMeter? Okay, what are the non-test elements? What is a thread group? Then explanation of elements of thread group. Okay, so like thread group is one of the element. Okay, so what is that? Then what are the different elements of that thread group? Similarly, then what are the controller elements of JMeter? Okay, transition controller is one example. So we have similarly we have so many controller elements, so their explanation and how to use them in the test scripts. Then the sampler elements, their explanation and their use. Then the config elements, their explanation and their use. Then we have the assertion elements, how to use assertion. Then the timer elements for managing think time, pacing. And then so what is the concept of pacing, what is the concept of think time? Okay, how to achieve that in JMeter. Then what are the listener elements? What are the listener elements, their significance, how to use that in JMeter? What are the different type of listeners again? Okay, and then pre-processor, post-processor elements of JMeter. What is their significance? How to use them in JMeter? So each of the elements we will explain, and how I'll show the demo as well, how to use them in JMeter. Okay, and what is their significance? Okay, then Dynatrace integration. So I will show you like the introduction to Dynatrace, the different features of Dynatrace, how can we monitor, then how do we integrate Dynatrace with JMeter, okay, and then application monitoring with Dynatrace during JMeter execution. So whenever there is any test execution running through JMeter, okay, how can I do the application monitoring? So these are the different topics which I will cover as part of this training. Okay, and this will be, a instructor led. You will not see recordings and all. It will be live. It will be live demo, and like whatever queries are there, we'll cover that. The plan is to do the training for 35 hours, but it is not hard bound. For example, let's say there will be spillages, so some topics will spill over to the next sessions, right? So 35 hours will become 40 hours, 38 hours. So there is no hard and fast rule that we will will complete on 35 hours only, right? So this is for your benefit. You all need to make the best out of it and start getting engaged in performance testing projects, performance testing jobs. The market is looking for performance engineers, and so that you grab the opportunities available in the market. Any queries on the course curriculum?
Yeah, Chinmay, one doubt I have. Like,
Yeah,
could you also help us at the last of the session, like regarding the points which we need to mention in the resume? Like that's important, right? Sometimes
definitely.
we may
Yes,
not be have idea.
yes. I'll take that. So you please note it, and you please let me know. We'll cover that topic. Okay.
Okay,
I'll
okay, sure.
yes. Yeah. Any other queries?
Dynatrace also, is it open source, Chinmay?
No, Dynatrace is a commercial tool, but we have a free trial. Okay, so for learning, you can always use the free trial. So I will explain the concepts using the trial version of Dynatrace. But yes, you will get all the features in the trial version also. So I'll show you how to so what will happen is whichever project you join, okay, so your customer will provide the tool, okay. So if they have as performance test consultants, you need to educate the customer. What is because most of the time customer will say, no, why do I need to pay a huge amount for a tool like Dynatrace? So we explain them, to educate them, you need to be aware of its capabilities, right? Then you can showcase them that, see, with Dynatrace I will get all these features. So in that way you will get the tool at the customer end. But some customers, they already have Dynatrace deployed in their environment. So if you know Dynatrace, then only you can go and monitor there, right? Then only you can go and use it. So that I'll show you here how to use Dynatrace and how to integrate that with JMeter. So whenever you are getting deployed in the performance testing projects, you do the performance test execution. Along with that, you do the application monitoring, real-time monitoring, and you showcase, you highlight, see, this query is taking so much of time to execute. This needs optimization. Okay. So today the development team is not looking for results only. They want to know more. So which issue is causing the response time to be high? Okay. So with that, the application monitoring tool can help us. Okay. So that is why I have included Dynatrace also in this training session, so that you get to know Dynatrace also and you are able to use it in your projects. Any other queries?
Hello, every day same time or schedule will change?
No, the session will be every day from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST, and the lab sessions will be from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I'll check with the institute, like, because some of the participants were mentioning about the hands-on session for the timings. I'll check and I'll come back on that. Yeah, well, I'll post in the group.
Okay.
But the session timings will be from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Okay.
Because
When
it
you
will
say
help,
every day,
because
it is
because
Saturday and Sunday
because
also?
no, it will be from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil your weekends, so you enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Any other queries? Because most of us are working, right? So it is beneficial, like out of office hours, if we have the session, so everyone can attend it and can make the best out of it.
Just sir, only a humble request, sir, that you arrange that lab session in the morning before 10.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll check. As I mentioned, I'll check and I'll come back. Yeah. So we had a query like how long is the course duration? So the course
Yeah.
duration. So the course duration will be of 35 hours, as I mentioned. However, there is no hard and fast rule that we will cover in 35 hours only. If the courses get spilled over to the next sessions, we'll definitely cover the topics. So it could be like 38, 39 hours. So this is only
For
the
the lab,
theory. For the lab, you are getting again extra 1 hour, right? So,
yeah, for the lab hour I'm talking about, sir.
yeah, for the labs, it will be 1 hour again each day.
Yeah,
So whatever topics we cover today, those hands-on will be done in the lab session the next day.
yeah. That that what I'm that what I'm requesting to just prefer before 10, sir.
Yes, I got your point. As I mentioned, I'll discuss with the my colleagues and I'll come back on that. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Actually, there was a question in the chat, like how long is the duration, for the course. So that is like 35 hours is the course duration, but there is no hard and fast rule. If the courses get spilled over, we will, it will take like 38 hours, 39 hours. Yeah. Any other queries?
So 1 month it is actually, right?
More than 1 month, in fact.
Yeah, yeah. More than
Any other queries on the course curriculum or from the training plan? And it will always be a two-way communication. Okay. It will not be like I will only keep on speaking, and it will not be like that. It will be a two-way interaction. Okay. You need to be proactive. You need to ask questions, whatever silly question you have. Okay. This session is for you. You need to make the best out of it. So ask every query, whatever you have. Okay.
Hi, Chinmay.
Yeah.
Chinmay, can JMeter can be integrated with AppDynamics?
Yes, JMeter can be integrated with AppDynamics also.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
no problem. Any other queries? Okay. So now we will move on. Okay. So today we have the demo session. So we discussed on the topics, whatever will be covered in the course curriculum. And from tomorrow, we have our regular sessions. We'll start from the beginning again. But because today is the demo session, so I wanted to also give a glance into the performance testing basics. Okay. So is the PPT visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Chinmay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for the confirmation. Yeah. So I'll give you some hints. pointers, okay? And you tell me, where are you heading to? What are you thinking about? What hint does it give to you? Okay. So the day on which my exam results will be published, we always students, right? We attended schools, we attended colleges, we did either engineering or MCA, or we became graduates, right? But we all gave exams. So the day of the exam, when the results was getting published, that is one point. Next, Tatkal ticket booking. India is a huge country with huge population, and getting tickets on emergency, for that you have to do the Tatkal booking. So with Tatkal booking, it is also difficult to get the tickets, right? But getting the tickets and accessing the application are two different things. So I'm referring to the accessing of the railway booking application during Tatkal ticket booking. Flipkart's first big billion day sale. Okay. So when you think of these pointers, what question or what ideas come to your mind? I would like to hear from you all. Shall I repeat my question? Was it clear? So if I think of these points, okay, like the day of the exam results publication, or Tatkal ticket booking, or Flipkart's first big billion day sale. If you guys know or not, the servers went down on Flipkart's first big billion day sale. Are you all aware?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Chinmay.
Yes. So Sanmati is telling that load will be increasing during those days because many users will be using that application. You are right. So basically, I'm trying to say here that I'm moving towards the performance of the application. Correct? So these all points take me towards the performance of the application. Correct? Do you all agree with me?
Yeah.
Now, when the application performance comes into picture, okay, when the application performance comes into the picture, I will have my performance requirements. I'll have my performance requirements. So how will the performance requirements be? Response time of the different application screens should be less than 2 seconds. The application shall be able to handle at least 1000 transactions per second. The application shall support 2000 concurrent users. So these are some examples of the performance test requirements or the non-functional test requirements which you will get from the customer. Basically, you have to test your application to check if these requirements are met or not. Am I clear? So this is about the performance testing. Now, what is response time? What is a transaction? What is transaction per second? What is a concurrent users? I will come to them later. But I wanted to give a glance that this is the type of requirements which we will get for performance testing. And whether my application is able to behave or not, from these pointers, I should be able to know like what is performance test, what is performance. Okay. So basically, what is performance testing? So performance testing is a testing process. Okay. Performance testing is a testing process. What are we testing? The software as well as the hardware. And why we are testing that? To check the speed, to check the response time, to check the stability, to check the reliability, to check the scalability, to check the usage of my resources, okay, when there is a particular workload on the application. Okay, I am not finding out functional bugs, because once the application is functionally stable, then only I'll do the performance testing. My objective is not to find functional bugs. Rather, my objective is to find if there is any bottleneck. Okay, remember these terms, bottleneck. If there is any bottleneck in my application. Okay, that is my objective for performance testing. So the objective is that I want to test the speed, I want to test the scalability, I want to test the stability. So by speed, I want to check whether my application responds quickly. Scalability, I mean, what is the maximum user load which my application can handle? Okay. Stability, like whether my application is stable enough under different loads on the application. Okay. So here I'll take a pause for today's demo session. If there are any queries, please let me know. Navya, yes, the course during the course, I will explain what could be the interview questions, how to prepare your resume for performance testing, so that you can grab the performance testing jobs.
Hi, Chinmay. It will be helpful for fresher also. Freshers.
Yes, it will be helpful for freshers also. As I told that this course is for beginners, and you will be able to become masters. Okay, that is why I am covering from performance test basics. Otherwise, I would have directly jumped to JMeter, right? But I'm going to explain what is performance testing, what are the different phases in performance testing, what are the different types of performance testing, what are the different activities in performance testing, and then we will go to the JMeter tool.
Okay. And LoadRunner, what is the difference, JMeter? So it will another.
LoadRunner is a commercial tool. JMeter is an open source tool. For LoadRunner, you have to pay a huge price. For JMeter, you don't have to pay a single rupee. It is free of cost.
And in technical point of view, this one, when we learn the correlation parameterization and whatever techniques we are using in JMeter, it's similar to that with in LoadRunner. We can apply the same concept, but
The
with different
concept is
techniques.
same. Yeah, the
Different
concept is
techniques.
same, but the process to do it in the tool will be different. But the concept is same.
Similar, yeah. So
Yeah.
we can
So if you just
grab that knowledge once
once
if
you
we learn.
understand the concepts, yeah, once you understand the concepts and you just Google the steps how to do that in LoadRunner. If you have learned in JMeter, then you should be able to do that.
Yeah. That's what my
Yeah,
question. Yeah, thanks, Chinmay.
no problem. Any other
Some
queries?
companies is asking JMeter and LoadRunner also job profile.
Yeah. So definitely, JMeter they will ask, LoadRunner they will ask. So we'll have another session for LoadRunner also. Okay. So we'll focus on JMeter on this session, but primarily you will see they will ask for JMeter because JMeter is a free open source tool. Okay. LoadRunner, most of the customers will not be able to afford nowadays. Okay. So if you know, be sure you are going to get a performance testing job or a performance testing project.
Okay, thank you.
Understand JMeter, you will be able to learn LoadRunner. As I was telling, the concepts are important. You understand the concepts, apply to any tool, and then it is like cakewalk.
Okay. Another doubt is there, which demo session is completed. Tomorrow onwards, it will start in the.
Yeah. So today was our demo session. From tomorrow, we will have the regular sessions.
Practice section, how it will work?
I'm sorry?
Practice session. You told that practice.
Yeah, practice sessions. So in the regular sessions, I will show the demo on whatever topic we are covering. We will go through that topic. If demo is there, we'll show the demo. then you have to practice, right? During the demo, I will show you, but you also have to practice to get the best out of it, right? So we will have the
Yeah.
lab sessions the next day between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. so that you can do the hands-on there. Whatever you have learned today, tomorrow you will practice and you can be confident.
Okay. On that time, any doubts, you will ask the
You ask
5
there
p.m.
or you ask me, not an issue.
Okay. Understood.
And the lab sessions are coming complimentary or free of cost with this training. You don't have to pay extra.
Okay. You will send the videos also.
Sorry?
Videos.
Yeah, all these sessions will be recorded and you all will have lifetime access to the videos.
Okay. Thank you. Course fees, how much?
I think that is 7,600 INR.
Okay.
So if you go to the website, yeah, so you will find it here. Okay. Go to Isha Training Solutions in courses, go to JMeter courses, then JMeter Code to Master with Dynatrace over here. So that is the course which we are looking forward to. So over here you will see the price details, and in USD it is like 119 USD or 7,600 rupees. So this is after discount. Yeah. So this is the course price.
Okay.
Over here you will be able to see the curriculum, whatever we are going to cover in this training. Any other queries?
Chinmay, we are covering APIs also, right? Using JMeter.
Yes,
So
I'll
you will
cover
be
APIs.
show the demo script
Yes,
as
I'll
well,
show the
right?
demo how
So
to record the test
so
scripts for.
one can handle API related projects independently after
Yes,
like
yes, yes,
okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Other
Interview
queries?
asking questions, we will tell you that any
Yeah,
questions
so
you will ask.
whatever topics I'm covering, I'll discuss the interview questions also.
Okay, every day we will tell that interview questions which are important to that one.
Sure, definitely, yeah.
Most of the companies is asking interview basics things on
Yes,
JMeter's
yes,
what
yes. I'll cover
automation.
that, yes.
Okay.
Definitely. So we'll take a pause here for today. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. See you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
thanks. Yeah, thanks, Chinmay.
Thank you,
Is there
Chinmay.
any option to pay from that website, or we have to?
Can you post your queries in that WhatsApp group
Yeah, sure.
regarding the payment queries? So
Yeah,
our team will get back to you. Yeah.
okay, okay, Chinmay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chinmay.
Thank you all so much for joining. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Thank you.